three-way soup matchup. Chicken and home style noodles, rich and hearty Progresso. Campbell's chunky, classic chicken noodle with white meat chicken. Chicken noodle soup from Panera bread. Three-way matchup. I want to see how Panera stacks up against the traditional canned soups. Now, in terms of chicken noodle soups, I've had the non-chunky Campbell's growing up, and I never cared for that at all. I would like more of a homemade coming up where it had like the broth and the cream of chicken and, cooked, baked, whatever kind of chicken it would be put in it. I really didn't care for the canned chicken noodle soup. I didn't really eat any until maybe as I got older, maybe early 20s, like at the restaurants. And in terms of canned chicken noodles, maybe about mid 20s or maybe a little younger than that. And I would try out the Campbell chunk, even though I prefer the other variants such as gumbos, jambalayas, maybe the tortilla type stuff or something creamier. But I found that once I added crackers and stuff to it, it started to taste better, or even bread. But I'm really not into these thin type of soups. But I'm going to try it out to see what's tasty. And obviously, I know I'm going to have to add crackers to it pretty much no matter what, because I'm pretty much almost certain that I'm just not going to like it straight up. I always think it looks kind of even oily on the top. I'm not even a big fan of the way these chicken noodle soups look just in general. But we'll get into this and see what it's about. They both appear, or all three appear to have carrots and celery, obviously noodles and chicken. And the thing is, I really want to try Panera at home, but I have to compare it to see what it's going up against and which one do I just outright like better. Progresso, right here, looks as expected. Nothing special. Campbell's looks as expected. Does it look like it have a few more herbs in it? I mean, I can see the chicken, carrots, and celery. Progresso, let's see, looks to be a little bit less herbs, whatever that is in there, but you can see the pretty much the same amount. Over here at Panera, looks to be pretty much the same. See the carrots and there's some celery hidden in there in the noodles, and it looks to be oily as well. And I get close up on this Campbell's, looks kind of oily as well at the top, or whatever that is. That I've always knows about chicken noodle soups. And it's essentially the same with the Progresso. We're just gonna get a spoon and get into it. Let's do it. Iceberg Jim, back at y'all another one. Three-way matchup. Versus. Progresso versus Campbell's Chunky versus Panera. Chicken noodle soup. Progresso. We'll try this first. Got it warmed up over here, and we'll see how this goes. Definitely chicken noodle soup is soupy. Not gonna be creamy in any sense. Nice hearty cuts of chicken noodle soup. Decent taste. Obviously, I would add crackers on it because I don't like it thin. Not bad. Or you can pick up any celery in that, but so what? Now this is Campbell's Chunky, classic chicken noodle. You can definitely see the celery in this. So I can easily pick up the celery. See some more herbs and spices, so it does have a slightly different taste compared to Progresso. Hearty chicken as well. Let me retry the Progresso again before I get into the Panera. Yeah, you really can't get any celery in this Progresso, even though it's listed. I mean, even though it's visibly on the can. Well, I'm getting a little celery. Not bad. Super basic. Campbell's. Let me try this again. A little more flavorful. Might be a little bit more salty. Let me look. For the sodium. Well, per serving, $7.90 Progresso. Sodium, $6.90. So it's a little bit less, but it's a little bit more saltier with the Campbell's. Now it's time for the Panera chicken noodle. Chicken seems to be cut up. Oh yeah. No, see, better taste to me. Oh yeah. Now, appears to be the same amount of sodium as with the Campbell's Chunky, but something about this Panera. It's soupy, but the way the chicken tastes, it's like you made some chicken and put it right in there. Almost fresh. Even though I know this is how the soup is made, frozen, shipped to stores, shipped to the Panera, shipped to the grocery stores, but whatever it is, this is it. Panera is the winner. I could see me liking this as a kid over the Campbell's, especially that basic Campbell's condensed chicken noodle, which I did not like at all. Panera, that was number one. Number two, I'll give it Progresso, even though they don't have as much celery in it, but I like the taste a little bit better. This Campbell seemed to get a little too salty, even though they had a little more urban spices. I just feel more comforting with the Progresso. So Progresso's number two. Last is Campbell's Chunky, and number one is Panera. This is an easy one. This is easier than the broccoli and cheddar review. Chicken noodle soup at Panera. It's good. And since especially I like it so much, I can easily go through it. It's definitely worth it. Now I would get the Progresso. I can even get the Campbell's again. Obviously add some crackers in it, and I don't know, maybe add some pepper, add something to it. But outright as it is, Panera is better. Outright better. That's the verdict. Panera at home. Same way get in the store. Panera chicken noodle soup for the win. Iceberg Jim out. Deuces.